So the topic is causal and non-causal system. Causal and non-causal system. Okay, before going to the definition, okay, causal systems are like usual, usual and practical, usual and practical system. Okay, all practical systems are causal or usual systems. Okay, usually means practically usable systems are causal system. Then non-causal means unusual, that means non-practical system. Okay, practically that system is not possible, but theoretically we will study. Okay, that and all non-causal system. Again, say for example, simply again this is something related with the time. Okay, say I'm having some system. Okay, some system. Again, at t is equal to t naught, I am giving some input. Say for example, at t is equal to t naught, I am getting some input. Okay, say xi. Then I am getting some output yi at t is equal to same t naught. That means my observation time is same. That means the output at current time depends on the input at current time. So that means what? How can I write y of t naught is some function of x of t naught. Okay, some function of x of t naught, but output at present time depends on the input at present time, and also some function will be there. Okay, that is the system function. Okay, so that means this is the usual system. Okay, this is the usual system. Or otherwise, suppose if the system is like this. Okay, I am giving input at current time, say t naught. X of t naught is the current input. Say for example, x of uh, uh, t naught minus 1. Okay, then that means that is the previous. Okay, then that means that is the previous output. Okay, sorry, previous input. Okay, why? Because see, if you substitute t is equal to 1, and again this will be x1, but this will be, okay, when you substitute t is equal to 1, this will be like 0. So suppose input is there, output y is function of both x1, okay, x1 and x of 0. So I am observing output, that means I am measuring y1. Okay, that means at t is equal to 1, I am measuring what is the output. That depends on what is the current input. Okay, x1 is the current input, where x0 is the past input. Okay, so again this is also realizable. Okay, so now output at any point of time depends on the current input as well as the past input. So in this case, output depends on current input. That means current output. Okay, present output depends on the current, that means current input as well as and past input. This is also okay, past input. This is also again realizable system. This is also okay, and again this system is also okay. So here present output depends on present input. Present output depends on present input. Okay, again this is also okay. This is also, we call it as a causal system. This is also a causal system. But whereas suppose if the situation is like this, say I am measuring output, say for example at instant of time t is equal to 2. Suppose if it is function of the current input as well as the future input. See, I am at t is equal to 2 only. I am observing output at t is equal to 2. That means currently I am measuring the output. It depends on the current input, but it also depends on the future output. Sorry, future input. Again, we do not know what is the future input. Okay, so the future input could be anything. So that's why again some contradiction is there here. These kind of systems are non-causal system. These kind of systems are non-causal system. Okay, so this is not actually, practically this is not possible. Okay, but these kind of systems we classify as a non-causal system. So that means what here, output depends on future input also. Future input, output depends on future input also. Such a system, if the again output depends on present as well as the future, but if it depends on future, that system we will call it as a non-causal. Okay, non-causal system. Okay, so something not practical. Okay, this is practically not possible. That's why this system will call it as a non-causal system. Now you'll see the definition. Okay, what do you mean by the causal system definition? If the system, if present output of the system, if present output of system depends on present input and or past input, then the system is causal system. Then the system is causal system. System is causal system. Okay, say then what is non-causal system? If the output, that means present output. Okay, that means present output. Output means what? The present output. If present output depends on future input, the present output depends on future input. Okay, and okay, if definitely if future input is there, definitely that is not that is non-causal future input. And also again future input also, so we can simply write like that. Okay, if the present output depends on future input also means what? There may be present input or past input, that's okay, but if it depends on future input, definitely that system is non-causal system. Okay, this system is non-causal system. It's very simple. If the system output depends on future input, definitely that system is non-causal system. Okay, non-causal system. Okay, so again the time scale we can represent like this. Say this is the time scale. I am observing the system nature. Okay, and again this is 0, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Okay, so I am expecting, say for example, I want to measure what is the present output. Okay, present output. Again, what are all the possible input? I could have any input with 0 or 1 or with the minus number. Okay, so if the system input is in between this stage, okay, then that system we will call it as a causal system. So it's what is important, where you are observing the output. Okay, you are observing the output at t is equal to 1. So that time what could be the possible input? You could have any input from minus infinite to up to 1. But if you have any of the input from 1 to infinite, then that system, that input and all called as future input for us, because you are observing at t is equal to 1. So that system is non-causal system. Non-causal, the system is non-causal system. Again, just we are measuring at t is equal to 1. Even you can measure at t is equal to 3. Then that means what? Whatever the number that is less than 3, if you have input in that range, then definitely that system is causal. Okay. If it is beyond 3, then definitely that is non-causal. That is non-causal. So this is past input, this is future input. So in this case, this is past input, this is future input, whereas this one is present input. Okay, present input, because you are observing presently at t is equal to 1. That's why whatever the input that is present at t is equal to 1 is the present input. All other input less than 1 is called past input. All other input that is greater than 1 is called as future input. Future input. Again, we are having one more system variety, that is static or dynamic system. Okay, one more system variety, static and a dynamic system. This is something related with the causal and non-causal system. That's why we are discussing here the static and dynamic system. Okay, so the system output depends on only the current input, present input, then that system is called static system. Okay, so what do you mean by static? System present output of the system depends on only the present input. Present output of system depends only, present output of system depends only on present input. Okay, see here again, this is the output depends only on the present input, but not the future, but not the past. Okay, so again you have to be very careful here. But not the past input, but not the past or and or future. Okay, but not the, again that and all not allowed. Okay, but not the past and future. Okay, so that past input and future input and all not allowed. So it's very simply, say for example y of t is equal to 5 into x of t. Okay, the present output depends on present input, here also t, here also t. So this is like static system. Okay, here there is no t plus 1, there is no t minus 1. Okay, t plus 1, t minus 1 is not allowed. So then that system is called static system. But if you observe here, if the system is static, it is also causal, because what is the condition for causal? The condition for causal is if the present output of the system depends on present input and r. Okay, so and r means, again here there is no past input. Okay, so in case of static system there is no past input. Again definitely the static system is a causal system. So that means what? All causal systems are, sorry, all static systems are causal. All static systems are causal. And also because of this nature, present output depends on only present input. The another name for static system is memoryless system. The another name for static system is memoryless system. Memoryless, because no need to worry about the past input and no need to worry about the future input. That's why there is no memory. Present output depends on only present input. So that's why static system is also called as memoryless system. Memoryless system. And finally all static systems are causal. All static systems are causal. But the reverse is not true. All causal system need not to be static. Okay, but the reverse is not true. Okay, but the reverse is not true. The reverse is not true. That means what? All the causal system need not to be static. Need not to be static. Okay, then what about the dynamic system? Dynamic system. Okay, so if the system output, if the present output of the system depends on the present input and past input, then that system is called dynamic system or memory system. Okay, if present output depends on present input and past input, then system is called dynamic. What is another name for dynamic system? That is the system with memory. So the other name for this one is dynamic or memory system. Dynamic or memory system. So that means what? Suppose y of t is x of t plus x of t minus 1. So that means what? You should know what is the present input and also the past input. Then only you can know. Okay, you will know the present output. Okay, that means present output depends on present input as well as the past input. So these kind of systems are called dynamic or uh, system with the memory system. Okay, so now we'll see some problem related to this. Check whether the following system is causal. Check whether the following system is causal or non-causal. Okay, so first one, y of t is equal to x of t minus 2. Again, just by looking into the system you can easily say this is a causal. Okay, this is the causal system. Okay, this is the causal system because present output depends on present input and also the past input but not the future. So definitely this system is causal system. But again, sometime in future you cannot directly tell like this. Okay, but anyway for the exam we have to apply some procedure. Okay, and also in future you cannot tell directly, so that's why there are some procedure we have to apply that. So what is the procedure here? For a time, okay, you try to apply three different varieties of time. One is with the positive number, one is with the negative number, and another one is with the zero. So now I apply at t is equal to, now first I will see at t is equal to 0 what is happening. When I apply t is equal to 0, y of 0 is equal to x of 0, then x of minus 2. Again, when you are at t is equal to 0, x of 0 is the present input, x of minus 2 is the previous input. Again, the system output depends on present input and previous input. Okay, that's okay. Now we'll apply the positive number. Okay, now y of 1 is equal to x of 1. Again, this is x of minus 1. Again, with respect to y of 1, x of 1 is the present input, x of minus 1 is the past input. This is also okay. Then what about the negative number? When I apply the negative number, y of minus 1 is equal to x of minus 1. If you apply minus 1 here, this is x of minus 3. So again, the scale, you are at t is equal to minus 1. Okay, when you are at t is equal to minus 1, again when you are here, you are observing output at t is equal to minus 1, then again it depends on the present input and also the input at minus 3. Again, with respect to minus 1, minus 3 is the past input. Okay, again all the three are satisfying this condition. So this system is causal system. This system is causal system. So whenever the problem is given, okay, so you have to apply the numbers like this, one with the positive, one with the negative, one with the 0. So finally this is the causal system. And what about the static or dynamic of the system, whether the system is static or dynamic? Okay, so the y of t is equal to x of t plus x of t minus 2. Again, if the present output depends on only present input, then only that is static, but it also depends on past input. Okay, so output depends on present and present and past input. So system is dynamic. What is another name of dynamic system? Memory system. The system is memory. System is having memory. So this is dynamic or memory system. Okay, system with memory. Okay, so next question. Y of t is equal to x of t minus 2 plus x of 2t. Now again here also just looking into the problem you cannot easily tell, so you have to apply that numbers. Okay, t is equal to 0, x of minus 2, x of 0. Okay, this is okay, but what about this one? When t is equal to 1, this is minus 1, this is 2. At t is equal to minus 1, x of minus 3, okay, then x of minus 2. Okay, but see, if you see in the time index, okay, the maximum one is 1, say 0 1, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, minus 3. So when you are at t is equal to 0, the input is at minus 2 and at 0, that's okay. This is satisfying. Okay, then when you are at t is equal to 1, this is not satisfying. Whenever you are at t is equal to minus 1, okay, when you are at t is equal to minus 1 and you are at minus 3 and minus 2, so this is satisfying. But out of this is not satisfying, so that's why this system is non-causal system. This system is non-causal system. Anyway, again this is the dynamic system, non-causal and also dynamic. Okay, static or dynamic you can easily tell. Only if t is there, this is static, but there is some operation on t, so that's why this is dynamic. Okay, this is non-causal and dynamic. Next question. Y of n is equal to x of 2n. So the solution, y of 0 is equal to x of 0, y of 1 is equal to x of 2, y of minus 1 is equal to x of minus 2. Okay, so 0 1 2 minus 1 minus 2, y of 0 is equal to x of 0, this is okay. Y of 1 is equal to x of 2, not okay. Y of minus 1 is equal to x of minus 2, this is okay, but this condition is not okay. That's why this is non-causal system. This is non-causal system and also dynamic. Okay, fourth one, y of t is equal to t x of minus t. Okay, then when you apply t is equal to 0, y of 0 0 into x of 0, y of 1 is equal to 1 into x of minus 1, y of minus 1 is equal to minus x of plus 1. Okay, again please do not worry about the 0 1 or minus 1, these are all like numbers, that's already there, but you have to concentrate on input and output. Okay, this number could be anything, it may be positive or negative, no problem, but you have to concentrate on this input. So 0 1 2 minus 1 minus 2. Now y of 0, that when you are y of 0 depends on x of 0, so this is okay. Y of 1 depends on x of minus 1, this is also okay. y of minus 1 depends on x of 1, but this is not okay. So that's why this is non-causal. This is non-causal system and also dynamic system. Y of n is equal to log 10, okay, x of n. What is y of 0? Y of 0 is equal to log 10 x of 0. Y of minus 1 is equal to log 10 x of minus 1. In y of 1 is equal to log 10 x of 1. Okay, 0, 1, minus 1. Again, here also please do not worry about this long function. You have to worry about the input and output. Okay, input and output. So y of 0 depends on x of 0. Okay, again you are at 0, 0. This is okay. Y of 1 depends on y of minus 1 depends on x of minus 1. Again this is also okay. Y of 1 depends on x of 1. This is also okay. So this system is causal system. This system is causal. Again, what about the variety of static or dynamic system? Is it a static or dynamic system? Anybody? Hello? Yes.
So static.
Static system, because here also
Static
n, here
system.
also n. Yes, this is static system. Okay, so next one. Suppose y of t is equal to t plus 2 into x of t. What about the nature of the system? Anybody? Is it causal or non-causal?
Non-causal.
Yes, okay.
Causal, sir.
It looks like non-causal, but it is actually a causal signal, because you have to worry about only the input-output relationship. Because see, you do not know what is the input in future, for example. But again, this is x of t is the unknown quantity, but t plus 2 is the predefined one. Okay, once t plus is in your hand, again you know what will happen in future. When I substitute t is equal to 1, this will go to 3. When I substitute t is equal to 2, this will go to 4. Even though this is t plus 2, but that is predefined. Okay, you know even in future what will happen to this. At current also what will happen. In past also what is the function value. So this is like the predefined function. Whenever the predefined function is given, okay, please do not worry about that function. Okay, that is purely defined. Okay, so you know the values of that function at present as well as in future as well as in the past. That's why you do not take into the account of the calculation of the causal or non-causal. So you have to worry about the input and output relationship. Okay, input and output relationship. So you have to concentrate on this one. Okay, so this is anyway predefined. Okay, so please do not worry about this one. So once if you see here, y of 0 is equal to 2 into x of 0. Again y of minus 1 is equal to 1 into x of minus 1. Y of 1 is equal to 3 into x of 1. Okay, again if you observe here 0, 1, minus 1. Say y of 0 depends on x of 0. Y of minus 1 depends on x of minus 1. Y of 3 depends on x of 1. Again here there is no ambiguity. It's like a numbers. Okay, so that's why this is, yeah, this is what? This is a causal system. This is causal. And also this is static, because you have to concentrate on only y of t and x of t. Okay, so no need to concentrate on the rest of the element. So that's why this is causal as well as the static system. Causal as well as the static. Okay, so suppose the question is like this: y of t is equal to sin t x of t plus 1. Again definitely you no need to concentrate on sin t, because sin t is the predefined function. Okay, you know For all value of t, you know what is the value. There is no ambiguity here, that is well defined, but you do not know what is x of t plus 1, so you have to concentrate on y of t and x of t. But if you see here, this is like non-causal only, because this is x of t plus 1, so definitely this will be a non-causal. Okay, so this is non-causal. Suppose if the same question is like this, y of t is equal to sine t, okay, then x of t minus 1, then definitely this is causal, because you have to concentrate on y of t and x of t. Okay, suppose if the question is like this, okay, say somebody given like this, y of t is equal to cos 2t, then what about the nature of the system? Again, if they ask this question, this is, first of all, this is not a system. Okay, when they give y of t is equal to cos 2t, this is not a system, this is a signal. Okay, there is difference between the system and signal. Okay, system means definitely it consists of both input and output. Okay, so if x of t is there and y of t is there in the equation, then we will call it as a system. Suppose if x of t alone is there, that means, or y of t alone is there, then we will not call this as a system, this is a signal. Okay, so there is a difference between the system and signal. So again, you cannot say what about the nature of this one, because here there is no x of t. Okay, there is no x of t. So again, for a system only they will ask, okay, whether the given system is causal or non-causal. This is about the only signal. Okay, so system means always you should have x of t and y of t. So that means what? System must have both x of t and y of t. Okay, that means x of t is input, y of t is the output. Okay, so that is the concept of system. Okay, so again the conclusion of this is very simple. Whenever you see t plus t naught term, okay, t plus t naught, again definitely that is non-causal, where t naught is the positive quantity, t naught is positive. If you find t minus t naught alone, okay, t minus t naught alone, then that is causal. Okay, either t or t minus t naught, then that is causal. If you find only t, again that is static. Okay, static. Again, if it is static, definitely, okay, if the system is static, definitely this is causal. But all the causal system need not to be static, it may be static or, okay, or maybe dynamic. Okay, so and the next one is t minus t naught or t plus t naught is there. Okay, and that is dynamic. Again, not only this, again it may also consist of some other elements, say for example like this also, and again suppose 2t. Okay, so 2t, if 2t format is there, then definitely that is what, that is non-causal. Suppose minus t is there, that is non-causal. Okay, that is non-causal. Again, when it is non-causal, that is dynamic also, that is dynamic. This is also dynamic. So this is the just simple conclusion. Okay, so again, in the next class we'll see what is the stable and unstable system.